What's up guys, Kamil here from Addictive Frames. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to replicate this animation in Davinci Resolve. So let's do it. Okay, so on the right window you can see this is my replication of that animation. Let's jump into Fusion to see how Node 3 looks like. This is my Node 3, this is my composition. As always, you can download it. You can find the link in the description below. Okay, let's start. Let's grab Fusion composition. When you hold Ctrl and type D, you can see length of the composition that is 200 frames, and that will be 8 seconds. Yeah. So what we need to do here, I'm gonna make the same duration here, so I put down 200 frames and the length is the same. Okay, let's jump into it. We're gonna make 2 windows. On the right window will be our composition, and on the left we're going to have reference video, and that will be mark. I've just grabbed background. First what we need to make is this white line across. So let's grab background. That will be white color, white background connected to this background. And let's grab rectangle. Let's put it down. And as you can see on the left, we have followed the same position as what I've got on the left of the original animation. And we've got line. Okay, so now we need to make these vertical lines. That is easy to do as well. So let's copy this white background. Let's connect it, and we need a rectangle. And now we need actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 copies of this rectangle. So I'm gonna use duplicate node. So this is done. Let's tidy up and let's move on. And I forgot about one thing that I should do at the beginning. As you can see, it's not so visible, but there is like kind of black shadow up here from the bottom, and that helps to see all of these figures and lines be more visible. So I'll show you how to do that. Also, we're gonna make another node tree. We need a black background here. Okay, we're gonna disconnect it here and connect it like that, and connect back to main node tree. And this black background need a rectangle with maximum soft edge. Width will be 2 and the height will be 1, and we need kind of like that shadow, and it's too black, so we need another rectangle. Copy this rectangle and paste it here to the merge, and just invert it and adjust to the first rectangle. So we can use merge to manipulate this rectangle. It doesn't have to be so obvious. Yeah, so when you move from bottom to this point, as you can see, it's not so visible. I'm going to tidy up here. Okay, so we've got lines, we've got shadow, and now we need to make numbers. I'm going to make another node tree. I'm going to grab text node, connect it here. That will be number 12. It's not visible because it's not connected yet. Let's change font to extra bold. Let's just name it, and let's just copy this text. And let's merge them up. Let's name them. So let's change the numbers as well. Now let's change the position. And we need to name this merge opacity. I'm gonna change the color for yellow and I'll make it bigger. Now we've got everything what we need. We're going to animate the first part. So as you can see, I'll appear from the middle to the sides. Part of this vertical lines, they will be animating a few frames later. So let's start kind of from here. Let's do frame 25, and we need a rectangle for that. And we need rectangle which start here, so that will be width will be 0. animate up to frame, let's do 50. So frame 50 at all. So that will be 1. Okay, this rectangle we need to connect to opacity merge. We need to connect it to these two merges as well. So now, as you can see, it's a bit like that. And just we need to change the soft of the rectangle, soft edge, sorry. So it's kind of like this. Maybe not that much. Let's smooth it out. Let's go to spline editor. Mark rectangle. Make it bigger. Bang. F. T. And let's move it to 85. It's not exactly the same, but replication doesn't have to be the same, as I always repeat. Actually, I forgot about vertical lines about here. So it's frame 62. So the height will be here. And that was frame 57. The height was 0. When we've got this animation, so the next step is animate how the numbers lose their visibility. They stop losing that around frame 115. So in this merge opacity, let's go down with opacity 0.2, and it starts with frame, let's say 100. Okay, so let's move back opacity to 1. And we've got all the second step of the animation. Now the next step is, as you can see, this arrow appear here, and it's just moving from left to right, and the numbers change the colors. And actually I've noticed, I don't know why I use only 200 frames of this composition. Let's stretch this out. We need more space. As you can see, we need only numbers from 13 to 18. So let's copy from 13 to 18. Copy and paste here. Let's stretch the main node tree. We're going to grab background. So what we need to do, we need to just change color of every number. So let's grab color picker, and we got the same color. And let's just copy this color by copying this code, hex code, and bang, just like that. Okay, when it's done, let's connect it. And this node tree, we're going to connect to this merge, and we need to add arrow as well. So let's grab text node, text plus node, and the font is every arrowhead, and the symbol is $. And we need to change rotation. That will be -90. We need to change the color of the arrow. That will be the same as it is on numbers. And don't forget about glow. In my case, my version 3, the numbers looks like this. So you can just copy them. Maybe we need to add more blend, and just copy this glow to this arrow. When arrow appear, it's going from a little bit from up. So let's animate the arrow first. As you can see here, frame about 142, opacity is 0, and about frame 146, opacity is 1. And as well, let's change layout. On frame 140 is here, and on frame on frame 146 is here, and on frame 140 it's let's move this a little bit up. Okay, and let's move it out. And now we need to do movement of the arrow from left to right. So from, let's say, frame 146, it goes to, let's do frame 165. From 146, we've got red diamond here, so it's already marked. To frame 160, it's moving to the age 14. It stays for, I don't know, 5 seconds. So let's put the diamond here again, and from frame 165, it's moving to age 15. Now we need to adjust appearing of these numbers. So as you can see, I move arrow here. I'm going to hold arrow so I can see my keyframes, so that will be easy for me to follow the appearance of the numbers along with arrow. Let's hold merge with 13. I just pin arrow here so I can have it all the time. And now merge 13. Merge 13 appear like frame 146. So merge, I pin merge for now. So blend of this merge is here. When we move back, blend is on 0. When it's moved to age 14, number 14 turns into orange and number 13 just disappears from frame 146. Opacity of merge 13 turns down to 0. Unpin merge 13 because we don't need it anymore. Now merge 14 we're going to pin here, and merge 14 has blend down, hold arrow, and from frame 146 to frame 160 merge of number 14. So number 14 up here, it's a bit complicated, but that's the way I found it to make. So it stay for a while, okay, five frames. And now when it's moved to next age, so this will go down, you don't have 14, and now we need unpin 14, we're going to jump to 15. Now when we move back and play it, as you can see, looks good. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to smooth all of this movement. Now I'm going to mark all of the merge I animated with arrow, and I'm going to open spline editor. Let's change the size, mark all of them, and just put F. Okay, I'm going to tidy up. I'm going to add some filters, and now what we need to do, as you can see on the right, all this composition is kind of straight, and on the left, in original animations, you can see this line and these figures, it's a bit curved, and you can see you've got rough edges, yeah, on the numbers and lines. So let's do this line curved. To make it like that, we need to add node named lens distort. As you can see, we've got lens distort, and mode is distort edges canvas. Clipping mode will leave as it is. I'm going to change to this model, and we're going to use that one. And as you can see, it's curved. It doesn't have to be so much. And I'm going to improve the rectangle because as I can see, it's not as it's supposed to be. It's actually... Okay, I'm happy. Okay, I'm going to make these rough edges now. I'm going to copy my nodes from my replication. So it will be copy, and let's go back here. Paste it. As you can see, you've got here 3 nodes. First is fast noise, so you can copy my parameters from fast noise, and this is create bump map, and you can copy these parameters as well. And display node, so I changed X and Y type on X refraction, and Y refraction is like that. And I think radial here is refraction strength is minus 0.043. You can play around, you can do your animation as you like. So the next step is to make the same movement as it's on the left. I'm going to add stop motion node. Let's change it to 3. And when we've got stop motion, if you like, you can add motion blur to put kind of another filter on top. Let's crank it up a little bit, just 0.5. Okay, that's it guys. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next video.